All right, joining us now, a lot of news today, is counsel to the president. Our friend Kellyanne Conway is with us. I want to get to the Eagles, but I cannot take what has been done and said again and the attacks the First Lady's withstanding. You have gone through it. Ivanka's gone through it. Where is all this liberal respect for women? Because it seems non-existent. And the First Lady keeps putting out statements, I'm here, I'm recovering, I just had surgery, and yes, I was seen in public yesterday.
I saw some folks today talking about the fact that we need to revisit the Equal Rights Amendment and get that ratified from its failed attempt 40 years ago, Sean, to prove that women have equal rights and we are respected. How about just starting to respect each other, regardless of ideology and politics and position? And I just want to say a couple of things and take it away from me and others and right back to the First Lady. I work closely with her. I respect her enormously. This country is blessed because she is our First Lady at this time. I speak one language, is about 5 less than she speaks. She has accompanied her husband all over the world, helping to represent this nation. And I would tell those critics to look no further than First Lady Melania Trump's Be Best platform to understand how she thinks the solution should go in this nation. She talks about kindness and respect and the social, emotional, and physical well-being and health of children. Make better choices. She's out there trying to help children who feel that they need assistance, that they feel like they're being bullied at school, perhaps, or they're addicted to drugs. I've traveled with the First Lady and watched her hold those babies who were born addicted. Their first breaths in this world were a struggle because they're one of 100 babies born every day, and she's committed to breaking the back of the neonatal abstinence syndrome.
The way they have treated her is so over the top, awful. Words can't even describe it.
But I don't even like dignifying it by discussing it, to be frank with you, because she's so much stronger than that. She's so much.
She is.
She's so much more than her critics and the naysayers. Well, who cares? She's there with Gold Star families.
She's a great person.
Sean, look at the difference. Look at the company that the First Lady keeps. She's there honoring Gold Star families, and people are peddling conspiracy theories that, frankly, shouldn't be dignified on major platforms.
So in the NFL, you can't spike the football, you can't taunt other players, you can't do certain dances and gestures. They have all sorts of, quote, restrictions on freedom of speech. But yet, Roger Goodell, in his infinite wisdom, you know, they allowed everything that happened last year. People fought, bled, and died fighting under that flag. I'm not against protesting, but the NFL does stifle, quote, freedom of speech in some ways. Here's my point. I'm kind of done with the NFL. Now they're going to let players hide in the locker room, which I think is almost worse than what they were doing before when our anthem is played. I'm done. I'm ready to go to college football. Saturday's my football day. Tell us what happened with the Eagles.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, but let me just say the president could not be more clear on his position on the national anthem. He's made a very simple request that he thinks people should stand for the flag. And before people yell and say, everybody did stand for the flag, nobody took a knee last year, that's not what this particular incident was about. This was a decision the president made based on how this particular event was handled, not based on what happened last season. And may I remind everyone, it is the NFL, not the White House and not the president, who came out with a brand new policy that governs what its players will do. That's between the NFL and its ball clubs and its players. And they came out with a policy last month that perhaps some of the players on different teams don't like. Sean, I think the president was focused on the right number, and that was the 1,000 Eagles fans that had RSVP'd to the White House, many of whom we were told were already in town expecting to come to the White House. So he decided to respect their effort in coming and their excitement and still welcome them to the White House, but to convert it into a Celebrate America event. It was a fabulous event tonight with the Marine Corps Band, the Army Chorus, patriotic songs. But look, there are lots of Eagles players who voted for Donald Trump, who support many of his policies. They just don't come forward and say that as readily.
Kellyanne, we got to roll. We love having you on. Thank you for clarifying all of that. When we come back, Bill Clinton trying to do damage control after its disastrous interview with NBC. That's our video of the day. Stay tuned.